Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode 40 of FC Destiny with Barrow Town here in FC 24. This is season 7 now. It's 2029 in the save, as you see in the top right. It's just crazy how much we've done up until this point. We're 7 seasons into it with our team that I created in the northwest of England and that small blue-collar town of Barrow. And we're going to have our first try at European football this season. The journey with Barrow Town has been much more fulfilling than the journey with Battersea in my opinion. Last year, Battersea was an unreal journey though, don't get me wrong, with tons of memories, but for reference at this point, with Battersea in our 7th season last year, we were in the Champions League and we ended up winning the Premier League in that 7th season. This year, we just survived relegation last season and only got into the Conference League because we had a miracle run in the Carabao Cup. And we've still got a good amount left to cover with Barrow Town, as our ultimate goal is obviously to win the Champions League now. The big difference that has made me enjoy this series a bit more is the focus on less transfers in and more focus on developing players through the Youth Academy. Many of our best players on our current team have come from the Youth Academy, and we still have a bunch of Academy players out on loan waiting for their chance. And the players that we've signed, we've had to be very smart about, since I've only allowed us to sign one player a season for the duration of the career mode, apart from last season when we were able to spend a little bit more cash in the Premier League. That's made the journey feel far more realistic feeling, which has been seriously just such an organic feeling. We're going back to one transfer a season though, starting this year again, and I found the perfect player. I'll show him to you later, but let's take a look at the squad first. And if you're new around here and you're just finding this series, welcome! Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're really enjoying it, and if you haven't hit the subscribe button already, make sure you do! Go back and catch up on the series if you haven't, and as always, make sure you smash that good old like button and leave me some amazing comments. But first things first, your player of the season from last season, Nikolai Zvergijens! Our Latvian legend who is just absolutely perfect at this position, at this age. We're gonna jump into the Google Sheet here so you can see the player records throughout the career mode. If you don't know what the Google Sheet is, you check it out in the description. I leave it in the description of every video, and you can see things such as this, such as our player records from the entire career mode, something I wish the game would put in, which would be so nice to keep track of. Even like player cards that show their season stats from past years would be so easy to put in the game. But check this out now, updated from the end of last season, our player records. Josh Nisbet with 301 appearances through 6 seasons, to me though, is just the best stat ever. He is an Iron Man who doesn't miss very many games, if any. That's why he's our captain, and with 73 assists is just ridiculous. But we're here to look at Nikolai's numbers. 215 appearances for Nikolai. He joined in our 2nd season from the academy, and he's got 109 goals, guys. 109 goals in 215 appearances, and he's 3rd in the club's history with 26 assists in that time as well. That's unheard of. That's absolutely unheard of. This guy is a legend for a reason. Also a big shout out, I didn't give the shout out last season, I almost forgot, but Kvaradona from Napoli won the Ballon d'Or in 2028, which is just absolutely ridiculous. I think this year it's going to be Foden or Haaland or maybe Martinez again since Inter won the Champions League last year, but you can see just how much we've accomplished in this career mode just from this page alone. Now, Nico is player of the season, and I would normally give upgrades, but he's got tons of play styles. His stats are absolutely amazing at this point. Physicals, technicals, it's all good, so we're not changing anything. He just deserves the recognition as player of the season, honestly. As you can see, he's going to be a 79 overall soon, development-wise. And he's got, let me remind you, 94 potential. 94. But let's talk the rest of the squad. Masamba Njai. Honestly, there weren't a lot of changes to overall and potential this year. The dynamic potential actually met my expectations. But we do have some changes to the squad that we're going to have to discuss. Masamba, 79 overall, 81 potential. And at 6'8", he's just an absolute wall in goal. He gets it done when we need him. He's absolutely incredible. Duafone is the best backup you can ask for, though. I will say, I don't know if his future is going to be a starter. I think Ibrahim Mann's eventually going to be the starter, since he's crushing it on loan at Hearts. He's already up to a 72 overall. He's going to overtake Duafone probably, since he has 87 potential. Duafone only has 80, but I love Duafone. Really, literally the best backup keeper you could ask for. But this is the big change I wanted to talk about. Bali Mumba is going to be moving to left wing back this season. He's going to be starting at left wing back, and we're going to be selling Masayoshi Ono. 64 appearances over 2 seasons. He helped us get promoted. He's been very good, to be honest, but I think He's just not the Premier League quality that we need at fullback. He was definitely our weak link in the back four when we played against high-quality Premier League teams. So I want to remove that weak link if we can, put Balimumba at left wingback where he can get forward and cut in a little bit more and maybe get some shots off this year, and go sign ourselves a new right back, which you will meet later after we go through the squad. But Balimumba's got 80 overall, 81 potential at 27 years old. He can still go up a little bit more, which is nice, but Ono's getting sold. Abdoulaye Kouli's still out on loan at Miami. Francis Paul is the big story around the locker room as we come back into training camp after the summer. He got fit in the offseason. He did some real training, went and isolated himself back in his home country of St. Lucia, and really put in the work. His physical stats have gone up, his defending stats have gone up even a little bit. Francis Paul is going to be our full-time backup left back, possibly going to get in at right back a little bit too. If you've been watching this series from the beginning, you know Francis Paul was one of the first academy players we signed, and we have loved him ever since we signed him. He's just been an anomaly. He's tall and he's fast, and he's from a tiny Caribbean island, so big love for Francis Paul. He had a nice offseason. He's going to continue to be a good player for us. We're going to continue to put our faith into him. Arthur Tayata was able to get up one overall last year, and he actually wasn't supposed to, so that's good. He got past his potential by one. John Leofeco had a great season last year. I gave him a bump to his overall to 75. His potential sits at 77, and he had such a good season last year, but he's going to be our third option center back from here on out. He just fits that role so well. Manny Rosales, I was a little impressed, but I wasn't super impressed, and with how many center backs we have in the ranks, he's going to get sold. We're going to transfer list him. Victor Lundberg's still out on loan, hasn't really improved, which is a little bit concerning, but we have so many center backs in the ranks right now. Odell Tingling had an awesome season, got some great upgrades last season, so he's sticking where he is at 79 overall, 82 potential for the now 26-year-old Jamaican. Idris Hassan Ali still out on loan, 68 overall, 83 potential. Rory McDonald back from his loan, and he's going to take over Manny Rosales' role as our fourth option center back. He was really good when we saw him the first time around, so more Rory this season. Roque Barbosa is having a good loan out in Portugal. He's a 69 overall at 18 years old, with 84 potential now. Dara Guinness has been asking to go out on loan. We're going to honor that request this season. Roy Hong is now out on loan at Wrexham. Saeed is our backup right back now, though, that Dara Guinness is leaving, and we're bringing in a new guy to take over the starting role. But a big loan story, Farouk Badi, the Pakistani right back, is out on loan, and he's up to a 70 overall now. He's jumped up a lot, 87 potential. The loan has been really helping him. I'm loving loan life with Barrow Town this series. Jindo Fuchs' contract is running out this season, so we're gonna let it run out. 74 overall, 31-year-old. If somebody comes in to sign him, I may not say no, but we're gonna hold on to him. He'll play an important rotation role if he can stick around until the end of his contract. Weston McKennie was a baller for us last season, 80 overall. He's 30 years old now, so another year or two of Weston is probably realistic, but I'm very excited about this one. Luke Vanderval, another example of a guy killing it out on his loan and coming back. He's a 73 overall. He's going to be our backup defensive midfielder this season for Weston. You see, he's basically going to be a 74 overall to start the season. His development's been very good out on loan. He's 20 years old. I'm very excited for this Dutch midfielder. And after all, you're my Van der Waal, baby. Derek Weingard got a big jump out on his loan when he went to Independiente, up to a 70 overall, 76 potential now. Moyo Mushi, 66 overall. Love that guy. Wakili John's been doing all right out at Derby, 70 overall, 76 potential for the 18-year-old Ghanaian midfielder. El Capitan, Josh Nisbet. Love this guy so much. 5'2". He was the first signing in this career mode, and he's just been absolutely brilliant in every single way. The Australian Messi, baby. Marcelino Almeida has been killing it in Philadelphia. Again, another guy killing it out on loan. He looks like he could take over that Josh Nisbet role once Nizzy starts to get a little bit older. He really does have nice looking stats. He's actually got great looking play styles as well. He's a great free kick taker, good dribbler, passer. I'm excited for this guy's future, from a really tiny country too, and I love that. Ovie Ejaria, his contract's running out this season, but we're actually going to try to sell him before his contract runs out, so he's transfer listed. Leighton Clarkson's 27, he's an 80 overall. Marco Franco's on loan, he's got 84 potential. Diogo Mello came out firing in his career for Barrow Town and has kind of slowed down ever since. His development really hasn't hit the heights I thought it was going to, but I still want to keep him around in the squad because midfield depth is crucial, especially with how many games and competitions we're going to be in this season, so Diogo's going to stick around and maybe we'll get some more magic moments from the Brazilian. Doko Shabalala impressed me last season more than he did the season before, so he's trending upwards right now. I want to see more from him. He'll be the backup for Yusu Manga, who has 87 potential and is very dynamic, but I think this is going to be a make or break season for Yusu Manga. I want to see how good he plays, because if he doesn't score as many goals this season and he doesn't look very good, I don't think we're ever going to move on from him, but we might bring in a starter and have him be the backup if he doesn't do as good as I think he can this season. But he still has 87 potential. Shabalala has 81 potential, so two great wingers to have right now. David Agudelo is out on loan at Caracas. Reminder of his 86 potential. Bruno Sanchez, 71 overall, 72 potential. He's really just a solid backup at 24 years old for Azizi Rahman, who I bumped up to a 74 overall. He has 87 potential like Yusu Manga, two incredibly talented young wingers we have, and I'm just so excited for Azizi this season. I think he's going to challenge Nico in the goal scoring numbers. Him or Yusu Manga are really going to go off this season. I'm feeling it. Finjo Banjara still out on loan, and he's improving constantly. 68 overall now. I still like the look of this Nepali winger. Could end up replacing Bruno Sanchez as Azizi's backup in the next couple years. Adrian Ali out on loan at Barrow. Buyar Hika has been doing very well out on loan. He's a 73 overall out at the New England Revolution, but our backup is still Quack Gun. I mean, you're never really going to want to take Nico out of the game at striker, but Quack Gun is the ultimate guy to bring in late in the game and start in the cups, and he's probably going to play a good amount in the Conference League this season. And it's crazy. He's 24 years old now, guys, but he's a 72 overall. I gave him a little bit of a bump because I think he deserved it at this point. And the last guy on the list is Joel Simon out at Sutton United on loan. The Haitian striker still has 86 potential, so why not keep him out on loan, right? Alrighty, so let's go meet our new transfer. And I'm sorry, did I say transfer? I meant transfers. We've got two on our mind. First up, Augustin Hiai. Had to look up how to pronounce that one. I hope I'm getting it right. Sounds right. But this dude is absolutely dynamic. Pace, versatility, dribbling, defending. He's got it all. He's 25 years old. He's 83 overall. If you want to look him up and sign him in your career mode, he starts off as a 71 overall right wing back with 83 potential. And as you can see here, he's reached that 83 potential and he signed for Real Betis from San Lorenzo in the Argentinian league, but he's been playing in the Spanish league and he looks brilliant, and he's actually not that expensive. We have 46 million in our budget right now, so I want to get some money from player sales before we go and sign him. But the other guy on our mind is Kieran Hancock. In the loophole here, yes, we can only do one transfer a season, but we're gonna loan him in. We're gonna sell Ovi Ajaria, so we kind of need someone to replace him, since I don't really think it's gonna be Diogo Melo, and it's not gonna be Marco Franco yet. So Kieran Hancock's a 72 overall with 74 potential at 22 years old. So he's not going to grow a whole lot, but he's still young enough where dynamic potential might help him if we have a great season with him on loan. So we're going to use my one exception to the one transfer a season rule and loan him in for this one season. And he looks brilliant. He's 5'7", great weak foot, and he's got dead ball plus and power shot play styles. So we're not going to sign Augustin just yet, but we're definitely going to go loan in Kieran Hancock right now. And Kieran has loaned in from Birmingham City for the year. Let's go take a look at him. So here's your first look at the Welsh attacking midfielder. He's 22 years old, so like I said, he's got some room for dynamic potential to maybe take over and get his potential up a little bit if he can have a good season for us, and then maybe we can hold on to him. Who knows? But he's got some things we obviously like. He's got good pace in the midfield, which always translates well, especially at his height of 5'7". That's definitely going to help. His technical stats are also very good. He's a good free kick taker. He's an excellent dribbler, and he's a really good passer of the ball. So everything you want in an attacking midfielder. He's definitely going to take over our backup attacking midfielder role, rotate with Leighton Clarkson, and maybe work into other spots now that Ovi Ajaria is going to be leaving. And as we continue on in the transfer window, you see Alanya Spor has come in for Manny Rosales, $4 million for the Filipino. Very good price rating for Barrow Town, well over his value. Next man out the door is Masayoshi Ono. 1 goal and 64 appearances for Masayoshi over 2 years, but he did help us to a promotion and a trophy last year, so big ups to Masayoshi. We've sold him to Dutch club Feyenoord for 5.8 million euros, another excellent price for Barrow Town. And Ovi Ajaria is the next one out the door. Hull City have bought him for 2.2 million euros. Ovi was a big part of our success getting to the Premier League, man. So we're sitting at the table in a fancy restaurant with Augustin Hiai now with the deal on the table. We've agreed to terms with Real Betis. I think it was around 45 million euros that it's going to take to get this Argentinian player. Our offer is 70,000 euros a week. He can become a Barrow Town player if he says yes, and man, that is pretty close on my end to guess, because They did not give me a number to work for the contract. We're going to increase that signing bonus just a little bit, submit the offer, and this should be it. Augustin Hiai, a record fee for Barrow Town, and a player that I think is going to take us to the next level, guarantee us a mid-table spot in the Premier League, and help us compete for the Conference League title. And yeah, there you see it, 44.5 million euros, absolutely our record fee, and I think it's absolutely going to be worth it. And you see it there, he was valued at 36.5 million euros, so 44.5 was a little bit over it, but that's what you got to pay for a guy who's 25 years old at this level. And just a look at the starting 11 after these changes. Bali Mumba's your new left wing back. I think he's going to be excellent there. I like the potential of what he could offer us there. And Augustin is just awesome all around. He could play up in the midfield, he could play on the wing for us, but he's gonna be a dynamic right back for us for sure. Just an absolute level of quality above now with this back four, really much more confident now. And in other news, kind of wrapping up this transfer window before we finish off the preseason, Dara Guinness has been loaned out to Bolton Wanderers for 2 years. And the last thing before we kick off this season, Hiai is gonna take the number 6. The number 8 is open now with Ovi Ajaria leaving. Luke Vanderval is gonna take the number 13. Diogo Mello switches to 15 with Hiai taking 6. And our loanee Kieran Hancock's going to take the number 20 for this season for the Firebirds. So we've made it through the preseason. We're here on opening day against Everton, who were able to win the promotion playoff in the championship last year and get back up to the Premier League. And they are captained by, shocking to me, but Dele Alli at 33 years old, still playing, still in the Premier League at this point. He captains Everton. They've got Hjargard, Okoli, some of their best players, a Mexican region, Martinez is their goalkeeper, and they've got Lazetic up front, but I really like our chances today. At home especially. Obviously, the breakout scenario is going to be for Augustin Hiai, Argentinian signing, our record signing. If he can get a 7.0 match rating or higher, he's going to get +1 to his potential, which could be very nice, getting him from an 83 to an 84 in our career with him. Let's go kick off Season 7 of FC Destiny here with Barrow Town. Come on, lads! Barrow Town forced into action defensively already. Hiai, nice header there. Alright. Manga, good dribbling here. Nisbet. He's going to have Zivvergadins in the middle. Zivvergadins off to Leighton Clarkson with a little bit of space on his left foot. It's wide. Good break, though. Good chance to see Bali Mumba at left back here. He makes a nice block, and Yusu Manga just blistering by the defense and getting it off to Zivvergadins. What a through ball. Nico to open the scoring here in the 7th season for Barrow Town. Boom! Really nicely timed ball from Yusu Manga, and we're up early. Come on, lads. Odo Tingling. He's got the pace. Hiai looks to take it forward. Good so far. Oh my god. Good passing from Barrow Town. McKinney has it. On to Azizi Rahman. Hiai is going to have some space here. Crossing it in. It was a good idea. This is good passing again. Nisbet has it. Out to Clarkson. Clarkson. Manga with a good angle here. Gets it into Rahman. It's blocked away. Everton might have a chance here. Good ball into the box. Njai at his near post saves the shot from Dele Alli. This is good passing from Everton. Teata absolutely denies the chance. And Manga goes forward again. Zivvergadins. Ooh, use your strength. They really almost got the break again there. Good interception. Augustine. It's been a good half for the Firebirds so far. Well done. On to McKinney. Weston McKinney. Out towards Bali Mumba. That's the first half. 1-0. Oh my god. I could just see this coming. Not the best clearance in the world. It was a tough angle for Arthur to clear it, but that's just ridiculous that he got a perfect header off in that area. Absolutely no business being in this game. Come on, lads. Bali Mumba easily skipping around a man and getting it out to Yusu Manga. Really well done here. Yusu's going to cross it in. Leighton Clarkson, good touch. It got away from him a little bit, though. Good defending, Bali Mumba. Really well done. Come on. Weston McKinney taking it forward. Leighton Clarkson joining him. Nisbet on to Zivvergadins. Oh, look at the dribbling here from Nikolai. Off to Leighton Clarkson. Good tackle at the end there. I don't know how they still have it here. Teata does well. Let's see if we can counterattack. Come on, Firebirds. Manga has it. Looking over the top for Zivirgidens. Can he get around his man now? Oh, that's good job here by Nikolai to defend. The dribbling is good. Nikolai still with it. Gets the shot off. It's blocked. Hiai has it here. What a cross that is. Barrow Town still have it here. It's Leighton Clarkson. Nisbet has it. Onto Azizi Rahman. Great ball. Oh my god. What a save, Martinez. That's world class. Might only be a few attacks left. Azizi Rahman. Nice ball here. Leighton Clarkson. Good idea. Out to Rahman. Rahman. Great cut. And he has Zivirgidens. Oh, the ball just wasn't good enough. Good passing here. Nisbet going forward. Out to Manga. Back to Nisbet. Leighton Clarkson has a bit of space here. Probably could have given it to Rahman, but the chances are coming. Just can't finish right now. Hiai has it. He can go forward. Try to use that pace that we signed him for. It's Hiai. Off to Zivirgidens. Nikolai with a chance to win the match for Barrow Town. What a finish here. It didn't have to be this way, but of course it was. Drama. Hiai with the assist. Nico. Winner. We've been threatening the whole match. Nico absolutely did not have this angle, to be honest, but he smashed it perfectly. There it is. Final whistle. 3 points on opening day is always a good feeling. It was never pretty. It never is pretty on opening day, but story is Nikolai. Still red hot. Still that goal scorer. Up to 111 in his Barrow Town career after that one. Augustine Hiai with the game-winning assist late on. Just absolutely weird start, but a good start. Really good signing this episode. I'm very, very happy and looking forward to this season. Hope you guys are too. Until that next time, though, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video, and comment for sure in the meantime. But until that next time, this has been Therios. You'll never walk alone.